Alisa Devesa, and now we will be talking about bullying. So there are a lot of people who experience bullying at work, in school, or in social media, like online, okay, social networks. So how can we say that there is actually bullying? So there is what we call bullying if there is a psychological, emotional, physical, verbal harm to a person, okay? So it may be a colleague, okay? So pwede siya sa work, okay? So colleagues can actually be a bully as well. So hindi lang siya sa school, no? You usually are accustomed na sa school lang yung nangyayari yung bullying. So bullying at school and also online, okay? There are a lot of people who are getting bullied because of their opinions, because of their appearance, because of a lot of things about them. So we are actually imperfect. So there are a lot of people who have insecurities or other issues that bullies us, okay? Okay, I'm not saying I'm bullied, no? Okay, a lot of people can be a bully. Okay, so we can say that there is actually bullying that is happening if there is physical harm, kicking, hitting, other physical injuries inflicted to a person, okay, or to a victim. Okay, next is if there is verbal abuse, like for example, calling names, teasing, and other kinds of calling names, okay, words that can actually degrade the person. Okay, next is there are actually what we call educational harm, like they are actually blackmailing someone, na baka ganito yung gagawin, sasabihin sa teacher, ganun, parang bina-blackmail, okay? So, a lot of actually bullies who can do a lot of things. So, yung na-mention ko is actually just a few, okay? Just a few examples of what kind of bullying can happen to a person. So, there is bullying if merong intention to harm, okay? Gusto mo talagang saktan yung person, okay? Yung victim na yon. It is repetitive, so hindi naman talaga na everyday, no? Pero paulit-ulit na lang. Okay, next is merong power imbalance. Okay? Yung bully usually yung power imbalance between sa bully compared sa victim, no? Na yung malakas yung bully, usually they're strong, they're yung iba nga popular pa eh. So yung victim usually is timid, shy siya. So opposite, okay? So hindi equal yung sa kumbaga yung sa power, okay? There is power imbalance. So how can you say na ano yung mga risk factors na pwede kang maging victim of bullying? Okay, so I will mention this, okay? Please watch. Okay, next is...
So there are actually factors associated with bullying. So for individual characteristics, they are in low social skills, and emotional dysregulation, anger, delinquency, associated with defiant peers, and the lack of positive adult role models. That's why parenting is very important. So exposure to family conflict like sibling aggression, yelling is also a factor, okay? So take note also of moral disengagement, disconnecting emotions related to moral actions in some unjust situations. So for community factors associated with bullying, actions of peers as reinforcers, the role of teachers and other adults at school who tolerate bullying, and physical characteristics of the school grounds, family factors, and cultural characteristics are factors associated with bullying. Okay, so take note of. Okay, so victims are likely to be cautious, sensitive, quiet, withdrawn, and shy, and anxious, insecure, and sad. They have actually low self-esteem, be disheartened, and some have suicidal thoughts, lack friends, relate better with adults, than with peers and physically weaker than their peers. So take note of those characteristics of those victims. While in those who are bullies, the characteristics of both bullies, they have a strong need to control. To control and suppress others to get their own way. They are impatient and easily enraged, rebellious, aggressive, have little sympathy. They are physically stronger than their peers. They intimidate others and use physical violence. They really want to control and suppress others. So usually because of those feeling of being not in control of a lot of things.
There are a lot of impact of or outcome of bullying. So, bullies can actually cause mental health disorders. So, a lot of victims can experience, like, for example, anxiety, suicidal thoughts or ideations. Actually, others have suicidal attempts or they have suicide. They actually have completed suicide. Okay, so others experience anxieties, feeling of loneliness. Uh, Others can actually experience psychosis. Okay, they to protect themselves, they make an environment or a world out of the reality. So they can hear a lot of voices. They can talk to themselves. They have, make friends with those who are not actually existing. So there actually some others have psychosomatic disorders. So they experience a lot of discomforts in the body. So because of the distress, emotional distress that they are experiencing, they experience or there is conversion of those emotional distress or mental health conditions to the physical. So they can feel pains in a lot of areas or discomforts. So these are actually results of bullying. So I have discussed about who are the bullies and what are the characteristics of those victims. And now we will go to how or what can we do regarding bullying. Okay, so we actually have a law about anti-bullying. Okay, so here it is.
So Republic Act 10627 or the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013 signed by then President Benigno Aquino III mandates all elementary and secondary schools to adopt policies to prevent and address the acts of bullying in their institution. So this is Republic Act 10627.
And now we will discuss what we can do with regards to bullying. So first, we have to actually recognize who are the bullies. So, who are those who are who have intention to harm other children, other people, or those victims? And then, what can in school? What can teachers or parents do? Okay, okay. So, at work, so it's very important also to know what are the characteristics of bullies and how to deal with them.
So, how teachers can prevent bullying? So, teach kindness and empathy in school, but it should be actually started at home. So create opportunities for connection. So, children can connect with each other. Identify gateway behaviors like eye rolling, prolonged staring, back turning, laughing cruelly, encouraging others to laugh, name calling, ignoring or excluding, causing physical harm, spying, or stalking. Use the arts to create context. Minimize concentric circles in schools. When witnessing a bullying incident, stop the bullying immediately. Support the bullied child, offer guidance to bystanders, and notify colleagues and parents. This must be done in school. So help the victim. Help the child to disclose bullying. Provide warmth and positive interest. Become sensitive and responsive. Don't blame the victim for being bullied, okay? Implement a seating arrangement in the classroom to allow physical separation of the victim from the bully and have hotspots for supervision in bullying. Enhance social and friendship skills and self-esteem building. Okay, how to help the bully? So help children acquire abilities to manage bullying through modeling, role playing, enhancing social skills, verbal discussion of appropriate behaviors, perspective taking skills, control impulsive behavior, and anger management. Okay, offer positive role models. Respond by using socially acceptable behaviors in a bullying situation. So also involve the family, okay? How can parents help prevent bullying? Okay, begin early, address aggressive behaviors in young children, show warmth and be engaged. Learn about bullying and also talk about it. Model how to treat others with kindness and respect. Develop clear rules and expectation about how children should treat others and encourage children to speak up if they are bullied. Learn about bullying prevention policies. Okay, so 4 tips on physical bullying. Lay low, don't draw attention to self. Avoid the bully and can't find you, can't bully you. So avoid trying to talk to bully or be friends with a bully. Okay, don't provoke the bully, don't tease, don't act silly or make face. Okay, make faces to them. Okay, so remember those tips in physical bullying. And also, regards the world as hostile because he is threatened by it and he will react with anger when he cannot not get his way. So make sure that the work set for him is within his capability. This is for the bully. Okay, he feels criticized. If he feels criticized, confront him in private and never in front of his friends. So this is what you can do to bullies, okay? And what teachers and parents can do. Okay, for impulsive and uninhibited behavior, provide a controlled environment where there are rules and regulations that determine his behavior. So there must be rules, okay? Desire for power and dominance. With these problems with bullies, bullying is a result of imbalance. So strengthen those around the child so he does not sense their weakness. Okay. So what teachers and parents can do? His inability to empathize with victim or to see that bullying is wrong, he must see himself in relation to others. Otherwise, he lives only to gratify his needs. Okay, provide opportunities for copying or adopting social skills and provide opportunities to develop appreciation, so feeling states. Okay, what teachers and parents can do? Still, bully has to make amends to the victim. Okay, say sorry. Okay, there must also be punishment, on-site suspension, and you must help the victim. Okay, we must empower the victim of bullying. So, aside from that, for the bully, his inability to take responsibility for his actions, give responsibilities which also serve as a sanction, which can be withdrawn once behavior improves. Opportunities for activities that can contain an element of choice. Engage him in sports, okay? So avoid looking at the bully as someone else's problem. Okay? Also tips on teasing. When teased, use tease the tease. Okay? Act like what they said did not bother you. Okay? If a girl acts as if she has an attitude, if a boy acts like you don't care, said something boring or uninteresting, then the behavior becomes less fun. Okay? Make fun of what they said but not making fun of them. What they said is kind of lame. Okay, give a brief comeback, whatever, big deal, so what? And point is, okay, so hang out with other people, less likely to pick on you if with other people. Okay, if in danger, get help from
So,
adults.
if you have learned a lot from this video, please share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.